Right then folks, Greeno here. Where am I today? Well, I am by the seaside in the glorious sunshine. Am I down in Dorset? Have I got a Weymouth or Swanage for the day? Nope. I'm all the way up in North Yorkshire. I've come to Whitby. Very, very famous for fish and chips, isn't it? And particularly this place here, the Magpie Cafe. I reckon this is the most famous and most popular fish and chip restaurant in the whole of Whitby. And there are some crackers here. I believe Trench's is great, Fisherman's Wife is great. This is supposed to top them all though. All cooked in beef dripping. And we know how good that makes fish and chips taste. And of course we're in Whitby. So it's not just known for fish and chips, it's also known for scampi. So I'm going to have to try some scampi as well, I reckon, aren't I? It's a tough job sometimes, it really is. Right, let's get inside and find out what it's all about, shall we? I have heard good things. Right then folks, in and seated on quite a little table, so it's going to be quite hard to show you as we're going through the video, but we'll do our best. So, menu here. In black and white colours, everything in here is black and white, like a Magpie, clearly. A whole bunch of different starters, probably about 15, maybe 20 of them. Mostly fishy, but not all of them. There's some nibbles and snacks. But the main things are here. They're fish and chips. You can get cod, haddock, fish bites, fish cakes. And they've got various other fish here. You can get hake. You can get something called woof. Never heard of woof. Plaice, escape wing, monktail, halibut. Lots of different options. Some of which you can actually get grilled as well for a fish platter. Lots of little sides and stuff. Your usual fish shop classics. You've got curry sauce, gravy. They've got parsley sauce and stuff here, which is kind of interesting. So then there's other fish and seafood dishes like fish pies and lobster dishes, and even some meat dishes. I don't know why you'd come in here for a lasagna, but some people must do because it's on the menu. And then you're into salads and stuff like that. Not doing a salad today. So it's got to be some kind of fish and chips, and I guess since we're in Whitby, got to get some scampi as well, haven't I? So hopefully it'll be a bit better than the scampi that is available at Rick Stein's place down in Cornwall, because as we know, some people aren't very happy with that, are they? I would like your regular haddock, please.
And chips?
With chips, yes, please.
Any mushy peas?
Of course.
Would you like any bread and butter?
Yeah, go on, a bit of bread and butter.
White bread.
White bread? Yeah, of course. You can't have brown bread with that. What's the point?
And what would you like to drink?
I'd like a pot of tea, please.
Pot of tea?
And is it possible to get a side of scampi as well? Do you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love a side of scampi, please. Got it when you're in Whitby, haven't you?
It's the best scampi you'll ever taste, I'll tell you.
Is that right?
The extra large.
You're guaranteeing that, are you?
100%, darling.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
You tell
I
me
will
when
take your
you've
word
got
for
it,
that.
We'll see.
Right, excellent. I look forward to it enormously.
Okay.
All right, thanks very much.
Sorry, darling.
There we are, the order is in. Regular haddock, chips, mushy peas, bread and butter, and a side of scampi, and a pot of Yorkshire tea. Lovely stuff. Right then folks, I'm having to crouch down to get into shot here a little bit. We're in very cramped conditions here. Tea's been brought over, and what is nice here, we've got a little teapot, but with a proper little tea strainer. It's leaf tea in here. And then, as soon as I've poured that out, got a jug here of boiling hot water so I can top it back up again. Not bad. We're in Yorkshire, aren't we? So you got to stretch those tea leaves out a little bit. You don't want to be wasting any. There we go. Oh, and that's not even finished. So for, what was it, $2.95 I think? I reckon we're probably going to get 3 good cups of tea out of that. Little bit of milk, no sugar for me. I would say I'm sweet enough, but you all know that's nonsense, don't you? Lovely. Proper brew in Yorkshire. Okay then folks, my feast has arrived. We have got haddock and chips. It's a really good sized piece of haddock. And I'll be interested to know, actually, because this is a large haddock, or no, a regular haddock, sorry. If a small haddock had been on the same plate, would I have got more chips? Because it's not a huge portion there. I mean, they do look good. They are beef dripping chips as well. I think the fish is cooked in beef dripping too. A portion of Whitby scampi here as well. Looks rather good. I've been assured this is the best scampi I will ever taste. We will see. Nice looking portion of mushy peas. They are not bright green, they are not luminous. And yeah, the bread and butter, well, the less we say about that, the better at this point, I think. So, got to get some salt and vinegar on. Now, you guys know the Greeno trick here by now, surely. Ooh. Sounds like there's a steel band in place, doesn't it? We go salt first. Then we go vinegar. On the chips, not on the napkin, ideally. And then, just for good measure, replace some of the salt I've just washed away. Now, where am I going to start? I reckon it's going to be with the chips. And I've got to say, I do quite like the colour of them. They could possibly be a touch more golden. But they don't look bad, do they? And they taste good too. Oh, beef dripping chips is a way forward, isn't it? Why, oh why, oh why do they not do this down south where I live? It adds so much flavour to the chip. Down south it's all just cooked in rapeseed oil or peanut oil sometimes. Beef dripping makes all the difference. And chips themselves are really nicely cooked. They're nice and crisp on the edges, but not so crispy like a fry would be. Soft in the middle, lovely. Okay, we have got the fish. Now this is a regular fish, like I say, and I think for a regular fish, it's a good size. Now what I'm going to do here is a little tip I saw. It might have been the Mac Master or someone who showed this. You peel the batter back a little bit before you squeeze your lemon in. So you're not making the batter soggy, you just kind of get it inside the fish. Nice little tip, that one. Let's have a little look at this, shall we? I'm going to guess it's going to be skin on. Yeah, definitely skin on. You can see it through the batter there. Nice white piece of fish. Looks pretty good. I think I've cut off a bit more than I can chew, but we'll give it a try, shall we? That's really hot. It has got a good flavour though. Again, you can pick up that beef dripping in the batter there. The fish itself, there you can see just how white and fresh that is. That is tasty. That is lovely, thank you very much, yeah. Our waitress Sarah's just come over and done a little check back. She's been good fun so far. I'm trying to interrupt while I was chatting to try and get the the order in. She had to come back like 3 times by the time I was done. But she's taking it all in good humour. Okay, you eat a little bit more of this and then we'll move on to the peas and the scampi. Okay, mushy peas. Obviously a classic accompaniment, aren't they, for your fish and chips. These are really nice and thick. Look at this. Not wishy-washy at all. And I say, the colour, just that nice, almost khaki kind of green. And a very, very deep flavour to them as well. Nice consistency. There's some little bits of pea in there that you can still get the texture of. I'll try the old trick as well. A little bit of vinegar in there to bring them to life. Let's give that a go. Mix it in a touch. Just gives it a bit of acidity, you know? Yeah, it just adds a little something to them. But they are really rather tasty. I've got to say, like I said in the intro, Magpie is probably the most well-known, I would say, of the chippies here in Whitby. And I'm starting to see why. Because it's blooming tasty. Okay, folks, it's Scampy time. Now, I don't know how much this portion of Scampy is going to cost me, but I'm going to count how many bits we've got in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of Scampy here. And I've got to say, they do look a good size too. Nice golden breadcrumb to them. And like I say, I have been promised this is going to be the best Scampy I've ever had. Let's see, shall we? Do you know what? It's pretty good. If I peel this open, you'll be able to see the whole piece of, well, whatever it is, prawn langoustine. It does have a good flavour to it. Really, really nice, sweet flavour. The breading on it is lovely and crispy. And what it does, there's a complete coating on there. It just kind of steams the prawn inside. So it's retaining all of that flavour inside this little breadcrumb shell. Do you know what? That is really tasty. I've got some tartar sauce here. Oh, nearly down my lap. Come on. Absolutely hopeless. Yeah. That's tasty. I gotta say, Mr. Stein, you need to come up here and have a little look at this Scampy. It's not done fancy, it's just done well. Really nice, big chunks of that sweet prawn, langoustine, whatever it is inside, meat. Breaded properly, cooked to a lovely golden colour. Really rather tasty. One thing I haven't done yet is go for this bread. I mean, that's a thin slice of bread, isn't it? It's almost, you can probably still see me, can you? Maybe, but come on. You only live once. And if you eat chips in a chip butty, it might not be for very long, but it'll be tasty. Here we go. Little chip butty. This is for all my friends outside of the UK who think we're absolutely mad for putting potato in a sandwich. Don't knock it till you've tried it, folks. That is a proper little snack, that. Because, of course, what you need when you're eating a lunch like this, more carbs. Yummy, though. Okay, then, folks. Fish chips, scampi, mushy peas, and the bread and butter. Done. Don't tell Mrs. Greeno or my cardiologist. Anyway, I'll finish some of this tea. There's things in tea that are good for you, right? Surely. And, you know, I did squeeze some lemon juice on. So that's got vitamins as well, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to get the bill. We'll go outside and talk about it some more. Still a good brew, that. The Magpie Cafe. Fish and chips here in Whitby. God, what a treat that was. Really busy in there, really busy. I'm here, well, I've just come out now and it's 4 p.m. So I tried to hit it in between lunch and dinner service and it was still pretty much full. They got 2 floors there. I got tucked in a little corner, as always seems to happen. Top floor was full as well. Really, really busy, and I can see why. I really can. The fish and chips was delicious. Cooked in beef dripping, really nice piece of fish, really well battered. Yeah, and the chips. I say, could they have done with a touch more cookery? Possibly, possibly. But the flavour of them was great. It really was. We had the mushy peas to go with that, which were really nice mushy peas. Good colour, good consistency, a little bit of vinegar in there. Brought them to life. The bread and butter, well, we won't really count that. There wasn't much to that, was there? And the scampi. Oh, do you know what? Our waitress, Jeanette, who was absolutely cracking. She was really good fun. And she told me before that the Whitby scampi that I was going to get from here was going to be the best scampi I've ever had. And do you know what? In terms of sort of, like breaded scampi, I think she's right. It was really tasty. Nice big, sweet, extra large kind of tail pieces of scampi in a great breadcrumb, fried beautifully. They were delicious. And a good cup of Yorkshire tea as well. We are in Yorkshire, aren't we? So what did everything cost me? The haddock and chips, £17.50. I mean, that's not too out of the ordinary, I don't suppose. Could have done with a few more chips for that, maybe. Mushy peas, £2. More than fair, more than fair. The bread and butter was 50p, so we're not going to moan too much about that either way. The Yorkshire tea, £2.95. 4 good cups out of that. Absolute bargain. And what is described on this bill as scampi tapas, because I asked for a side of scampi. Scampi tapas. Didn't realise we were in Spain. That was £11.50. Now, some people might say that's a bit strong. It was 10 pieces of scampi, so over £1 each. Is that a little strong? Maybe, but they were blooming good. Really were. So, scores on the doors. Do you know what? The only thing I can really compare it to, because of the beef dripping element, is when I went to Murgatroyd's in Leeds. Was the fish and chips as good as that was? And I don't think it was. Not quite. I think the beef dripping flavour was a bit more prominent. The haddock was a little bit larger. And all right, it was a takeaway I had there, but it was only £10, I think, for haddock and chips, whereas this cost me £17.50. So a little more expensive, but I guess you're in a more of a prime location here than the outskirts of Leeds, aren't you? I don't think it's bad value. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5, I think. I think that's fair. It doesn't deserve to be worse than a 4.5 out of 5, certainly. Would I come back? Yes. Does it get Greeno's green light? It certainly does. Good food, great fun service, and a really nice location. What's not to like, eh? Right then, folks, if you've enjoyed this video of me here in Whitby having fish and chips at the famous Magpie Cafe, don't forget, click a thumbs up on the video. It does help the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, there's a whole kind of fish and chips playlist and loads of other stuff there in the back catalogue. Have a little delve around, see what you like. And if there's more than 2 or 3, just click that subscribe button, ding your bell for notifications, and YouTube will tell you when I release new videos. Right, where to next? Well, I mean, if I was sensible, I'd have a walk up that hill, walk some of this fish and chips off. But I'm probably not going to. I'll just have a little walk along the seafront here, take in some sea air and enjoy myself. I'll see you next time, folks.